Hello, welcome to Man Among Men. My name is Tony. I'm your host, and I thank you for tuning in today. And today we want to talk about how to bring a grand vision into fruition. Many of us men have great things that we want to do, have stuff inside of us. You got plans, you got visions, you got goals, and just things that you want to accomplish. But sometimes we get stuck in how to accomplish it. We're looking at the entire picture, but today what we want to do is I want to break the vision down into small parts so that you can get it going. The channel is called Man Among Men. I thank you for tuning in. And what we're doing here, we're talking about things that appeal to us as men, how we as men do what we do. We're putting together a man's manual about how to be men and how we, this day and time, how we walked as men so that our sons and our grandsons 40, 50, 100 years from now can pull this up and say, let me see how those old dudes did it back in the day. And they can take a look at it and have some idea of how we were living during this day and this time. Now, if what we're talking about resonates with you, I want to invite you to come on in, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, hit the like button, share it with all the other men that you know so that we can put a grand vision together about how men walk as men walk. I want to say what's up to our viewer, Mr. Larry Long. My brother Larry, you are a man among men, and there are very few like you. I thank you for tuning in and helping the channel to grow. Larry Long, you are a man among men. First step in conquering a grand vision. Number one, mindset. Here's the thing, man. If you don't believe that you can do it, then you will never start trying to do it. You can't allow your mind to say that you can't do it. You got to control that inner dialogue inside of you that tells you that you can't do it. You got to say that you can do whatever it is that comes to mind. Just don't allow yourself to say you can't do it. What happens is when you look at something and you decide or you say to yourself, man, I can never do that. What happens is your mind automatically shuts down. Your mind doesn't think about anything else towards that goal or that idea. Your mind calls it quit and your mind go out the back door. So you get nowhere other than where you're at right now. But here's what you got to do. You gotta allow yourself the opportunity to think those things over. So therefore, when you have a great idea, when a plan comes to mind, when you have a vision, you have a goal, you have something that you want to accomplish, and it comes to your mind, do not say you can't do it. Ask yourself, how can I do it? See, I know it may sound small. It may sound like just a little bit change, but man, I'm gonna tell you, it works wonders in your life. Because what happens is your mind will work overtime trying to figure out how you can get that thing done. Let me ask you a question. For those of you like me who love those old cars and you got an old car that you work on, or you got some kind of project that you're trying to accomplish, how many times have you came to a point in a project when you're working on your car where you just had no idea what to do? I mean, you were stuck. But you didn't give up on it, but you got stuck and you didn't know where to turn to. So what you did was you put it down, you left it alone, you closed the garage door and you walked away. Now, here's what happens. When you start to relax and you go and you're looking at a movie or you're doing whatever you do, you're sitting down, you're talking to your wife, you're playing with the grandkids, here's what happens. All of a sudden, in your mind, will pop up an idea about how to get that thing done. See, you've been struggling with it all this time. Then when you're relaxing, something will pop in your mind and say, hey, here's how it can be done. Then you say to yourself, wait a minute. I think that might work. I'm going to go back and try that. See, that's the way your mind works, okay? When you don't shut your mind down, your mind continues to work and your mind continues to go at it. Your mind continues to think of ways that you can get that thing done. Your mind want to help you to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. But when you say you can't do something, what happens is your mind totally shuts down because your mind says there's no need in thinking about this no more because he has said there's no way it can be done. So if there's no way it can be done, why should I continue to think about it? So number one, when you got a grand plan or you got something that you want to accomplish, never say what you can't do. Always ask yourself, how can I do this thing? I don't care how big the plan is. Don't say, man, I can never do that. No, 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 no. What you say is, now let me think about this thing. This is a big thing. How can I accomplish that? And what you'll find is if you take that approach, you'll continue to move down the path to getting your vision accomplished. Number two, when you have a big vision or a grand plan that you want to accomplish in your life, the second thing that I want you to consider is, and the second thing that I want you to do, my brother, is I want you to just start. Don't try to kick back and come up with the perfect plan. Don't try to kick back and analyze the thing to death. Whatever the plan is, whatever the vision you have, just start on it. Start in the smallest place that you can start, but start. Just Google the idea. Just think about what can you do to get the idea started. Don't try to come up with a perfect plan. Don't try to be perfect in the idea. Just start the idea. Whatever it is, start it on a small scale, but you got to start. Remember the old analogy, the old saying that people used to ask all the time, how do you eat an elephant? Right, one bite at a time. Well, it's the same way when it comes to your vision and your goals for your life, man. You got these big dreams, these big goals. The way you get it started is you just start. Don't worry about how it's going to turn out. Don't worry about how well you do. Don't worry about trying to be perfect. Don't worry about nobody talking about you. Just start. Whatever the goal is, just start. Google your overall goal, put it all on paper. That's fine, but just start doing it. Just start wherever you can start at. If your goal is to own a food truck and you want to have the best food truck in the city of Jacksonville, Florida, that's fine, but let's not wait until you get the money to buy the food truck. Brother, go out and buy yourself a little hot dog stand and start slinging hot dogs somewhere at a park or something until you save up the money to get a food truck. One of the mistakes that a lot of us make is, take the food truck example. Okay, a lot of us, what we do is we want to try to wait until we get all the money together to buy the big gigantic food truck with all the fixing and all the workers. We want a fully staffed food truck. Okay, and so that may take you years to do. So in the meantime, what you're doing is you're sitting around doing nothing for years, trying to come up with some money. So how about this? You can still save the money and try to come up with the money while you got a hot dog stand. See, don't get caught up in the hot dog stand ain't like the food truck and that's what I really want. No, no, no. Understand, you started. You want to get momentum going because once you get momentum going, you would be surprised at how quick that thing will turn around. See, because you got a hot dog stand right now and your hot dogs may be so good that you may sell out every time you go out. You're selling hot dog after hot dog, and what you may find is that little hot dog stand just can't contain what you're doing. So you may have enough money now to graduate to a bigger hot dog stand with a little grill on it so you can start cooking hamburgers along with the hot dogs. But the most important thing is, my brother, what you don't want to do is do not try to wait until you come up with the perfect plan. Start where you at. Start with what you have. Whatever you got, start right there and just do the little bit that you can do until you can take the next step. Number two, don't try to come up with a perfect plan. Start where you're at. Number three, when you're trying to come up with when you're trying to come up with a plan, when you're trying to come up with a vision, you got a big idea, something you want to accomplish. Here's something you got to do, my brother. Seek help in that area. Listen to me. I don't care what it is you want to do, what it is you want to accomplish. There are people all over this world who have written books, who have done seminars, who have written papers on the exact thing that you want to do. See, listen to me. Scripture says that there's nothing new under the sun. And there's nothing new. Ain't nothing new. So whatever it is that you want to accomplish, look into who has done it before. Look into buying books about the subject. Look into seeking out other people who have done it. Okay. Find some books, buy the books, read every book that you can about that particular subject that you want to go into, just to get your mind right about the things that you want to accomplish. Here's the thing. You can read a book on the subject that you want to go into. You can read a book about the thing that you want to do. And that book, my brother, can save you 5 years off of your growth time. See, you want to, because what you're going to do is you're going to fumble and stumble your way through trying to figure things out. But there are a lot of hurdles you don't have to jump. A lot of things you can bypass and go around if you read a good book on it. Or if you get somebody who's been there before and get them to show you the ropes. And listen, when I say get some help, seek out advice, I mean, even if you got to pay somebody, do that so that you can learn what you need to learn. Listen, man, nothing's free, and you pay that person to teach you the thing that you need to know. Now, I know a lot of times we're against that, but you got to understand, if you got a vision, you got a goal, and there's one thing that's stopping you from getting to the next level, pay somebody who know how to do it. Pay them whatever they want. Because what happens is once you get the knowledge, you can jump over that hurdle, and now, man, you continue to run with it. So don't be afraid to seek out help. Don't be afraid to read books, to buy books, purchase books. Don't be afraid to hire somebody to show you how to do the thing that you need to do. Think about it. If you hire somebody to show you what you need to do, you only get to hire them one time. And then from there on, you know what to do. So number 3 is seek advice. Seek out somebody who can do what it is that you want to do. Read every book that you can get on that subject matter. And then if it needs be, you pay somebody to show you how to do the thing that you want to do. Number 4, when you got a grand vision that you're trying to bring to fruition, when you got something big that you're trying to accomplish, when you got goals and visions and dreams for your life, what I need you to understand, my friend, is that failure is your friend. Do not be afraid of failure. Failure is going to teach you everything you need to know. A lot of men back away from the thing that they want to do because they are afraid to fail. But failure is your friend, man. Failure is going to teach you everything you need to know. Failure is going to teach you the right way to do it. Failure is going to teach you the right way to work with your money. Failure is going to teach you how to get it done. Let me tell you something. If you fail with your money and you fail to pay the IRS, then what's going to happen is the IRS is going to come seeking you. The IRS is going to find you. Then the IRS, either they're going to take all your money that you have in your bank account or they're going to put you in jail. But what's going to happen is you're going to pay them. Now, that was a colossal failure, right? Because you forgot to pay the IRS or you refused to pay the IRS and you had to learn a lesson the hard way. That's a failure, right? But here's the thing. I guarantee you won't do that no more. Brother, I guarantee you, from now on, you will pay them. See, failure is not the end of the road. Failure is the beginning of learning the lesson. You need failure on your side. You need failure walking along with you. You need to keep failure right by your side because the more you fail, the more you learn. The more you fail, the better you become. You can look at anybody who in the world who you admire, anybody. I don't care whoever has done some great things, they got a lot of failures under their belt. They done fail a whole bunch of times, man. And in all them failures, they learn how not to do it. So don't be afraid of failure. Don't run from failure. And don't let failure stop you from doing what you've been called to do. You know you've been called to do some great things, but you're just afraid, man, and you're scared. Don't allow failure to stop you. See, you got to understand when it comes to failure, don't be afraid. Your friends are going to talk about you. Your family members are going to talk about you. Yes, everybody's going to talk about you. They're going to talk about how crazy you are. They're going to look at him. He don't know what he's doing and look at what he's doing and why you think he'd do something like that. Man, look how crazy this dude is. Can you believe what he's doing? Can you believe what he's trying to do? Man, he say he going to open a business. He don't know nothing about business, man. This dude is crazy. And people are going to say all kind of stuff. But here's what I want you to understand. Most of the people who got something negative to say about you what you'll find is that the vast majority, 99.9% of them, they're not doing anything. They're sitting on the couch watching you, hoping that you fail. See, because you must understand that anybody who's gone down that road and did something great, they understand. See, they understand the game and how the game works. So when they see you out there failing, they don't talk about you. They applaud you because they say that brother's failing, but he's going at it. He gonna make it. I know you're gonna make it, brother. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't you stop. You keep doing it because they've been there before. They understand the grind. They understand how this thing works. They understand how you elevate yourself. They understand that in order to succeed, you gotta fail. They understand that success and failure go hand in hand. But those who've never done anything, see, they think that failure is the end of the road. They think that failure means humiliation. They think that failure means I'm no good. So therefore, since that's the way they look at failure, they never do anything other than sit down and talk about people who are doing things. So, so don't be afraid to fail. And number 5, and this is important, hold yourself accountable. Do not let yourself off the hook. Listen to me. You hold yourself accountable and you push yourself to do the thing that you want to do. You be diligent about your business. You do not allow yourself off the hook. You do not give yourself any grace. Man, you push toward the mark and you do the thing that you've been called to do. Don't you dare let yourself off the hook. If you need a break, take some time off, but don't take too long now. No, don't take too long. You take a day or so off of doing whatever it is you're doing, but you hold yourself accountable, you hold yourself diligent, and you show discipline and do the thing that you're supposed to do. Okay, hold yourself accountable. And the way you hold yourself accountable is by being disciplined in the area that you're supposed to be in. If you have a grand vision, you have something that you want to accomplish, more than anything, you're going to have to be disciplined in your money. So therefore, be disciplined in your money. Be disciplined in the things that you do. Once you become disciplined in the thing that you want to do, decisions become easy to make. You don't have to make any more decisions now. The decisions are made for you. For instance, you take an Olympic athlete, like Simone Biles. Now, you think about it. Most of those people who are Olympic athletes like that, they've been training since they've been little kids. So I'm talking about since the time they've been kids. When you look at champions, like Venus and Serena, those guys been training since they've been little kids, man. They've been grinding this stuff out since 6 years, 7 years old, 8 years old, 9 years old, and they've been on the way to championships since then. So you think about it. You take the ladies like Venus and Serena Williams, okay? When they become teenagers, a lot of decisions are already made for them. See, because they understand that they want to be champions in their particular field. They want to be the best that the world has to offer. They want to be able to compete with the best. So what that means when you want to compete with the best is that's just certain stuff you don't do. You don't have to think about it. So when all the teenagers are heading out and they say, hey, Venus and Serena, y'all want to ride with us? No. See, because what they think is, how does this, riding out with them, how does this help us to become champions? How does that help me to become champion? How does that help me? You take Simone Biles. She's going to say, how does that help me to become an Olympic champion if I'm going to ride out with my friends? I'm going to hang out all night. We're going to eat McDonald's and Burger King, and we're just going to hang out, and then I got to be to practice tomorrow morning. See, what that does is it done took her off her sleep schedule. Then what it does, it takes her off her diet. Then what it does the next morning, it makes her slow and she can't do the things that she's supposed to do. So what I'm saying is those decisions are already made. She don't have to make those decisions. It's made for her. So when a decision comes, hey, you want to come hang out with us and do this thing? All she got to say is, okay, does this help me on the road to becoming an Olympic champion? Yes or no? No, it doesn't. Okay, no, I can't do that. I'm only going to do the things that help me to accomplish the mission, the goal. And so, my brother, that's the same thing you got to do. You got to be disciplined about your business. You got to be disciplined about your life. If you want to accomplish great things, if you want to do great things, then you got to be disciplined about the things that you do. You got to show discipline. And you got to let people know that now I don't do that no more. I'm disciplined now because I'm going in a different direction. And you got to be able to man up and let the people know, the people around you, the people who want to get you to do other things, dude, you got to man up and let them know, hey, man, I don't live that life no more. I'm a different person now doing different things. And so if you want to accomplish your goals and if you got a grand goal that you want to accomplish, the last thing that you have to do, man, you got to hold yourself accountable. So there you have it. 5 things you can do when you have a grand vision ahead of you. In order to bring that grand vision to life, there are 5 things that you can do to help you to accomplish your overall goal. Now, go down to the comment section and let me know what 5 things or what things that you do to help you to accomplish your goal and your mission in life. So for those who are on the road to trying to accomplish something, go down to the comment section, man, and let them know the great things that you have done that help you to get over and help you to accomplish your goal and your vision in life. Once again, I thank you for tuning in. Thank you for staying with me to the end. So here we go. Remember now, you, my brother, are a man among men, and there are very few like you. Okay? Once again, when you stand up in the morning and your feet hit the ground, I want you to look at the world and I want you to tell the world, I am a man among men, and there are very few like me. Now, my brothers, go and live that out.